Hey everybody, I know I haven't posted a video in a while, so I thought I'd do a quick review and hopefully get some comments back on your opinions. I'd love to hear opinions. And the review is actually going to be about the season premiere of Supernatural, season 8, very exciting. I hope we make it to season 10. And I thought it was, something that needs to be done, and like I said, we hadn't posted a video in a while, but I really wanted to do this. And basically, I'm just going to give my opinion on it, and it's not a great one. I did not really like the season premiere of Supernatural this year. It's probably my least favorite season premiere. And I have reasons, and I feel they're very founded reasons on why I don't like the season premiere. This season, we shifted showrunner again, and I was very hopeful. I wasn't a huge fan of Sarah Gamble's decisions as showrunner, and I was really looking forward to see what Jeremy Carver had in store for us, and I really wanted his ideals, and I loved the way he was going. But so far, it's only been one episode, so I'm not by any means saying anything. I just didn't really like the episode, and it happened. I didn't particularly like the season 2 premiere, but I felt this premiere was way lacking in a lot of areas, but I'm sure it'll get better. This is my favorite show on television. By no means am I giving things up. Like I said, I really did not like Sarah Gamble's choices. But the season opens, and we see Dean, and he's escaping purgatory, and we're introduced to a new character, Benny, and I don't like him. Let's talk about Benny since he's the first point that comes up. I don't like the new character Benny. I don't understand why. I guess we'll understand why he gets a Dean hug, but I don't feel the Dean hug when Castiel hasn't gotten a hug from him ever. Neither has Castiel got a hug from Sam. But that's a whole new point on why I didn't like the season opener and why it bugged me. But Dean's all understanding and hopeful with him, and it just bugs me because why can't you be that understanding and hopeful with the people who actually love you? You give such a hard time to Sam, to Castiel, and I'm sorry, but Benny's clearly like a vampire or something like that. He's evil. He did things for evil. Sam and Castiel did things because they thought it was the right thing to do. And you're kind of hard on Bobby because Bobby was taking other people's sides and like, all the time, so I don't fully understand that. But anyway, Benny, you can clearly tell he's evil. I'm not really liking where he's going with that. I don't like the insinuation that Cass is dead. I don't think he is, though. Originally, I was really mad about this, but I don't think he's dead. If he is dead, I will never forgive Jeremy Carver for as long as he lives for the ungrateful horrors that he has brought upon me because I love Misha Collins and I love Castiel more than life. I feel I'm pretty equal with my love for all three of them, but by no means I'm not a Destiel person. I don't believe in that. I know my other reviewer loves Destiel. I do not. But I just think all of them are awesome BFFs. But Castiel has become a crucial part of the show, and he's a crucial part of Dean's life, and to just have that be the way it ends would be ridiculous. I just don't want it to end that way. And moving on to that whole thing, casting aside my hatred for Benny and my love of Castiel, we then move on, and Dean goes and finds Sam. We get a cute little funny intro with Dean dousing himself with stuff, so we all know he's good. And you find out Sam took a year off, which for the most part I can get. For the most part. If I go with the mental processes Sam did, he thought that Castiel was dead and Dean was dead. The Leviathans are gone, and, he was tired. If you know someone's dead, and I mean, for the most part, they're, in the previous episodes we saw there was heaven, so you wouldn't think, Dick Roman would suck them into purgatory. I'm really stretching here, trying to go with Sam's mental processes of why not to look for Dean and Cass, to why just give up, because that totally comes out of left field for me. I always knew Dean loved Sam more than Sam loved Dean. It's just the way, because Dean loves him on so many more levels than Sam ever did. Sam just loves him as a brother. Dean loves him as a best friend, a brother, a son. Insert whatever you want. No incest. Did not mean no incest there. That's nasty. Anyway, but I still don't judge. It's always been uneven love. Plain and simple. But to not go after poor Kevin, to not check your messages, is just douchey. I mean, really. It's just douchey. Like, I mean, you were a hero. It totally is off-book character. That's my whole thing. I don't feel it's very character-like for Sam. I know Sam's done some bad things. I don't want, like, the demonize him. Sam's always been, Sam's always been that way, because he's an ungrateful bastard. That's not what I want. I mean, I'm just saying Sam in still some way saves people. Saving people, hunting things, the family business. And to just totally ignore a human being stuck on the planet begging you for help and you don't even check your messages is complete and total bull. Like, that's just unacceptable. And that's just another reason why I didn't like the pilot. It felt out of character for Sam, and it felt like the writers were trying to pull, like, a whole unique, I don't know. It just felt completely out of character. Dean throughout the entire episode, I mean, you're mad, I get that. But Dean has been on this whole streak where I'm just going to be high and mighty about everything, and we're all just supposed to accept it. Because Dean lives up here, and we're all down here. Dean is amazing, but he's just been acting kind of jerky. Let's say that with the most love. Because a real love can see someone's faults and yet still love them. But Dean has had a giant stick up his butt for a while, and he just needs to pull it out. It's not our fault. The fandom is not the one who jaded you. Anyway, but I get being mad at Sam because he didn't look for you, but you did say, don't look for me. So don't look for him. He did what you wanted. But I'm not forgiving for the Kevin thing, because Kevin doesn't deserve that. And I'm not a huge fan of Kevin, though. I really hope he's not in that much of the season, because he's not one of the characters I'm dying to see. And this is another thing. I feel, as fans, we all want certain people to come back. There's people that this fandom absolutely adores. And they're just ignoring that and continuously trying to create characters that none of us are really becoming fond of, and yet they're still throwing them at us. Like, oh, but do you like this person? We won't bring you back Richard Spade Jr., but we'll give you this person. Or how about this person? I know he's not Matt Cohen, but we'll bring you back this person. Or try this person instead of Rob Benedict. Or, any of the 50 other people you want to see, but they won't bring them back, probably because they're Eric Kripke created. And I understand you'll have to do a little writing to bring them back, but I'm ready to see them back. I'm tired of, the Bennies. The Kevins. I'm not a fan of Garth. I'm sure DJ Qualls is an amazing person in real life. Still not a fan of the character. I still feel like he's a forced, friend for all of them, for us all to just embrace. And I just don't embrace all characters, pushed at me. I wouldn't, and I'm not one of those fans that are like, ooh, girls, don't want them. I just want a well-written girl. Like, I'm fond of Meg, especially Meg 2.0. She just, her character's just been given more and more levels. Don't mind when she comes along. If they just wrote a decent girl, this wouldn't be a problem. But anyway, not to get on my girl tirade, just talking about the season opener. We see Crowley. I'm getting a little sick of his character. His character used to be so fun, and now I'm just not feeling it anymore. I don't know. It just felt like a really disappointment, because it also felt like not a lot happened. It was like, I felt like Jeremy Carver was making his feet a little wet in this episode, but not diving completely back in. I love some of his old episodes, so I am really looking forward to where he goes. I just wasn't crazy about the opener. I think they're extremely hard to write, especially when so many people have their expectations. So far, it's not gut-wrenching like what Sarah Gamble did when she had the show, but I'm not feeling Eric Kripke epicness. But I'm not planning on Eric Kripke epicness because, he's gone and it was his show and now we just have to deal with what we got. But I am really looking forward to what, the show gives. I'm not saying that by any means, but also I'm kind of disappointed about Purgatory. So far, it just looks like them running around in the woods. I would like something a little bit more, but I know the budget is extremely low. But I was just expecting a little bit more dark and twisty, like maybe a little bit more staged up. I thought we just threw, oh, but it's purgatory because they're running after like a demon. It's scary now. No, that's not how that works. It looks like you're running in the woods of Canada. I don't know. Maybe it's a little stylized. I feel like I am being a little, I don't know. I was just expecting so much, and I'm ready. I'm glad they had the car back. That is one thing I am glad they brought back. That was something that was missing, and it needed to be done. I'm glad they understood that, because a whole nother season of that, I'm interested to see where the season's gonna go, because I'm really hopeful on a lot of things, but I hope it doesn't take forever for us to figure out what happened to Cass, because I really need Castiel. I really hope Dean's not going to be stupid about this whole Benny thing. I'm not really interested to know what Sam did while he was, sitting on his butt doing nothing, and the girl that made him stop hunting. We saw that. Her name was Lisa. And if you refer back to those reviews, I wasn't very fond of Lisa. But like I said, I'm always looking forward to being surprised. The show always delivers some good storylines. The show's never complete rock bottom for me. So I am so hopeful. I was hoping for a bigger bang outside of the gate. I don't know, a bigger wow. Like, ooh, we switched showrunners, so we're gonna come out with a big wow and bedazzle. And instead it was like, yeah, here we are. So, that's my review for the episode. I'd love to hear you guys' constructive opinions in the episode. Even if they disagree with mine, I'm sure there's going to be a lot, because I'm hearing a lot of people are liking Benny. Well, I'm not the only one who doesn't like that character. And I can't wait for the next episode. As many of you know, I'm probably way too obsessed for this show for my own good. But I'm really excited. So, season 8. Hopefully, we make it all the way to season 10.